Welcome one and all to this 47th episode of D&D with me, Mike.
And me, Zoe.
And today we are going to be working on saving a little bit more because there's a problem with us presently saving even if we don't hop on the saving point for the profile. So I've had a bit of an idea. Let's go take a look at our saving. So what we're going to look for is in the game manager, who's currently saving, because we don't have a saves manager, but whatever. Save profile. I want you to control F this. Let's see. That's fine. So load default profile, save profile, I'm fine with that.
Add to inventory saved as well.
Add to inventory. Alright, so this one should not save. Save.
But that's where you get the glove.
I know. And we shouldn't save immediately. We should save only when we hit a checkpoint.
Oh, that's what you mean. Default profile.
Okay, so on trigger enter, that's when you pick up a thing. Save.
Nope.
Oh no, wait a moment. Nope, this one's correct. Save again. That's a spawn point. I made a mistake. Okay, so heal.
Heal.
Do not save.
And there's another one up there.
Damage. Do not save. Set money.
Do not save.
Do not save.
No.
Yes. Okay, we're good. If I'm right, this should already work. So we will immediately tell the game manager that it needs to reset the save files. And it should immediately save. Now we're going to stop this and hit play. We should begin exactly in the same spot.
Yep, no coins, full health. Huh? Oh.
I think we waited a little bit long to pick it up. That's a possibility.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah,
so that we couldn't pick it up in the sky. That was some nice dodging. It's not useful if you don't get anything.
Okay. So, we've hopped on the saving point. Let's stop and play. We should still have 3 hearts, 0, and start at the saving point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've got the Hand of God. I'm gonna stop and play again. There shouldn't be any Hand of God. Yeah.
There isn't.
But the treasure chest is open.
Uh-oh.
So that's an interesting problem. And I know why that happened. The reason why it happened is that the... when you open the chest, it saved the context item. And that's not right.
Control F this and...
Yeah, hit Control F, but I think I know who calls it. Save all spikes. Okay, well that's good. Save context item. Get spice status. Switch status. Save context item. There it is. Treasure chest. So that's the problem, and it's not good at the moment. We're gonna have to. So our fix almost solved everything, but this problem it didn't. And the issue that we've got right now is that our spikes have an intelligent system, whereas the rest doesn't. And that's the system. So vector form boolean for spikes and for switches. I don't quite remember why vector 4. There's gotta be a reason. Oh yes, because we contain the quadrant information and the actual position. Yes. So hit Control F for the spikes. Okay, so here they're new. Save all spikes. If it doesn't contain the ID, then it saves it. Okay, this is when we save. add ID. Okay, so it adds that ID. And I think the deal is we're basically changing these spikes. Get spike status. There it is, it's added. Check context, add ID, comma. So ID is the vector for the world coordinates and quadrant coordinates. Okay, I can see what's happening here. So yeah, we would need something similar to this. So a public boolean for get treasure status and something for spikes. So let's copy this entire thing, paste it here, hit shift tab here. Okay, now here it's gonna be get treasure and update treasure. And you want to change this to treasure chest. TC. And just copy this entire thing and paste it here.
There's a bracket.
Yes, save. Okay, so world coords, etc. Let's see if our guy here has world coords too. It does, but they're both private. So put them public.
They're called coordinates.
Yeah, we'll fix it. It's fine. Save. Now back to the game manager, and this one's gonna be TC. Copy TC. Paste it. Paste it. Paste it. Paste it. Paste it. Paste it. And paste it. And now INATE. Copy, paste, 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 and then no.
Oh, sorry about that. That's a quadrant once.
Copy, paste, 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 save. Okay, so dictionary spikes, that's obviously wrong. We're gonna need a new dictionary. Copy it, paste it here. Treasures. Save. Copy. Now we're gonna have to find where we deal with all of these. So one of them should be here. Paste it here. Copy. Paste. Copy. Alright, so we've initialized it. Public void. Save all treasures. It will basically be identical to this. So let's copy this one, paste it here. And key value pair bool dict treasures. Treasures. Yeah. I can see all of that. Save context item. Name. K value. Yes, so that makes sense. If the value of k is 1, if the value of k is true, then we give 1, otherwise 0. For open or not open, I can live with all of this. Alright, so this is correct. Save. Now let's go ahead, get spike status. And it's basically identical. So here are treasures. Treasures. Okay, copy, paste, paste, copy, paste, paste, and paste. And now for the last one is TC. So copy, paste, 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 and paste. Save.
And now we have save name.
Yeah, the save name doesn't exist. This means that the spikes must have a save name, which is interesting. It's something we probably set right away in the beginning. And there it is. Yeah, that makes sense. So copy this entire thing. Let's go to the treasure chat. Oh, never mind. Public. Save. So we had already thought this through. Treasure, blah, blah, blah. There's an interesting thing. This is treasure, the other is treasures. Yeah, remove the S. Save. Okay. Bit weird though that we're saving it this way. Do we have the name? So if we have that, yeah. So the name matches exactly. Why in the bloody world do we not use it? I don't understand. So if here we're gonna save all of them, right?
We can just put save name there.
Yeah. Oh no. No, because these this isn't storing the treasure and it can't. It needs to. Yeah, no, it's fine. The treasure gets destroyed, so this makes sense.
Okay.
But we need to match that exactly, and we are. So that's good. This is good. And get treasure status, get spike status. All of this is fine. Now, the treasure chest here needs to learn to do things. Open equals check context item. I think check context item is now becoming pretty obsolete because we're gonna get treasure status. It gets the ID from that particular treasure and then it checks if the dictionary doesn't contain it. If the dictionary does not contain it, that means we don't have a temporary one. Then it goes and checks the player preferences. If the player preferences also doesn't contain it, then that means we haven't saved it ever and we haven't used it yet. So save context item will be definitely false and we're saving it for the first time. And then we're also adding it to the dictionary because it didn't exist. And then we're returning its value, which will be false in case the save doesn't exist.
Okay.
So check context item is used by this though, so that's necessary. But all we're gonna do is change that. So copy get treasure status, and instead of this, you're gonna paste this, and you're gonna type this. So we're sending ourselves save, and that should do. So when you open the chest, you don't immediately save the context item here when you collect it. You don't save it at all. But we do need to update the chest. So go update treasure status, and here type true. I mean this rather. This save. And now everything will work exactly like everything else. So like the spikes and that sort of stuff. Or at least it should.
Now time to test.
Sorta. I wanna check something else before we do test. Which is, I wanna see this save context item. Hit Control F. Alright, so let's see. Save all spikes, save all switches, and save all treasures. Get spike status, that's fine. Get us, that's fine. Never again. Okay, that's perfect. Now there's one last thing we need to do before we forget, which is you need to call save all treasures. Copy.
That will
From spawn point. Right here. So game manager dot script dot paste open close round semicolon. Now we may eventually put these all into one single method, which is just gonna be called save, and that save guy is gonna save everything, and that would probably be more comfortable than this rubbish that we've got now. So okay, save for now. Let's save everything, and this may or may not work, I don't know. Let's restart the save files. Let's also quickly save the scene. And let's see what happens. Okay, so we begin. I'm gonna stop immediately to turn this off. And now there's gonna be a bit of
kicking. Got it. You forgot you have to get the spikes.
Oi. Okay. Okay,
something
10.
good out of that.
Now it should be 0.
Because you didn't save after you got the $10. And it is 0. Useless.
Perfect.
Yep. Or full health.
That sound continued for like a month.
Yeah.
Ka-clang, ka-clang, ka-clang.
Funny though.
I'm gonna kick one of the bombs in the butt.
In the face. And now stop. Oh.
We should get 3 health still.
I
Because
forgot it
we
healed.
forgot we heal. Yeah. That's all good.
Just get some money.
Well, there's no other save, so
Yeah.
we're gonna have a problem. We can cheat, really, but let's just cheat a bit. But before we do, stop the code, play, and now the treasure should be closed. And it is. We don't have the hand of God. We've got all of our money.
We have all of our 0 money.
We've got all of our health. He's very satisfied.
Yep. Hearts, hearts.
I want to.
But you want the coins.
We should now spawn here with 5 coins and the hand of God. And yes. We do.
Dun da da da.
Smackaroni. Okay.
You should
What?
X that.
X what?
X what I was about to say.
What does X mean?
Forget I said it.
Scratch that?
Forget I
Okay.
said it, yeah.
Alright, so that's done. That was quick. Now, what are we gonna do next?
Do we have a sound for this saving for yourself saving except for yourself
Healing?
going,
No, I suppose not. But yeah, so we could look for one, and we should start making some PFX. I also don't like our explosion. What is I gonna do? Eh?
making
Audio.
music.
I got stuck. Okay, so let's see if this one has some kind of magic sound. Are we using these for anything?
Nope.
Okay. What sounds do we have? We have coins, voice, vase, puzzles, jingles. Okay, footsteps, explosions, enemies, coins. Okay. Save point.
Grab all the dings and bring them in.
Oh, there's magical bells too. Too long. These are shorter. This is better. Okay, so chimes, bell, ding, yada yada. So audio manager needs one more group. You can call this one save point. Lowercase s. Point. The clips. Alright. Sounds loud, but we may leave it there for now. Okay, save point. Now, we need to create a new enum. Save point. See how nice these are? It's number 33, I would have never known. So now all we need to do is we need to tell the save point every time you save.
Every time you save.
Right here, audio manager dot script dot request SFX. Chat type the M. Yeah, there you go. Dot script dot request SFX, I think it's called. There it is. Open round, hit tab, dot spawn S. Yes, there. Close, sync on. Done. And this should work immediately. So it shouldn't trigger now, by the way.
Because you spawned there.
That's right.
Oh, we don't have debug defaults on.
Hmm?
I was saying we didn't re-put debug load defaults on.
Whoops. Oh, you hit me. Rubbish. There, you heard the sound. Now what we need to have is we need to have some particle systems for all this stuff. Now, we've got a problem as well. One of our particle systems just doesn't look right.
Which one? The bomb?
The explosion. Now, the reason why it doesn't look right is because it doesn't fit the style of the game aesthetically. Now, I'm not really sure how to improve that, because our explosion PFX here. So I think the smoke is fine, the flash is fine, but the main isn't. Also, let's go to gizmos and remove the selection wire and the selection outline, so we can see them fine. Right, so they are all using the default particle, and it doesn't look particularly good. So let's see if we can change how it renders. So instead of billboard, we could have a mesh. Now, the problem is this looks just like a cube with the same material, with a default particle system. So we would need something that can get colored in materials. PFX ceramic. So duplicate this one and call this one PFX explosion fire. And now we're gonna drag the PFX explosion fire in here. Now I'll bet you this is gonna ruin quite a bit of things. Oh, never mind, it's getting colored. Okay, that's not that bad already. It's already helping a bit. Right, so first we're gonna change its albedo to white, because otherwise it tints it slightly greenish. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. What do you think?
Looks pretty cool.
Maybe a bit large, so let's reduce the start size to 0.25, 1. Yeah, I think this is better.
Yeah.
And now the smoke is gonna need, so let's rename this into explosion simply. And let's go to smoke and feed it the same one. And instead of billboard, we're gonna go with mesh and cube. Right, again we got this problem that there's many and it's too large. So start size 1 to 2. And one more thing is they're not rotated in any way. So let's go with start rotation random between two constants, 360. Let's see how this looks like.
Much better.
I'm not sure it looks better, but alright, 360.
Now it looks a bit too.
I don't know. Let's see it. See it in action. I don't mind.
Wow. looks pretty good.
They're a little large. That's kind of my problem. So let's play around with it a little bit more. Yes, I'm clicking on the material, not the actual particle system. So main, and they also go a bit far. So start speed, reduce it 1 and 2, and 0.15 to 0.6. Yeah, that's gonna be better. The smoke in particular is huge. Let's also increase the simulation speed to 9. And for the main one also. Let's change the color of the flash to white. White is too white. We need it a little bit
yellower.
Okay, let's see now. That was weird. I think I managed to pick it up too soon. Or did we make it so that they don't explode when they hit walls? Oh yeah, no, it's all good. Well, the explosion is looking fine. Oh,
still better there.
Almost saved myself. See, all the switches are open already? That's normal.
Yeah, it's because we are not... Hey, what's the green one? Oh yeah,
Okay, so I think this particle system is now much better. The explosion one. I mean, it's still a bit large, but it's not bad. I think it fits the game much better. Okay. Good. Now, wait a moment. Do we have velocity over time? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, smoke limit. We do. Can we drag it? Don't limit the velocity over time. Limit it a bit, but not quite as much. Or 25. Dampen less. This may be better, but let's make it a little bit smaller. Yes, I want it to feel a bit more powerful. I don't know that it does. It's kind of missing something now. So I like those sparkles, but they're missing what was there before. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna duplicate main, call this one sparks.
Okay.
And now the main are gonna give it back the size it had. And more dampening. Oops. Yeah, more dampening. There, now it's feeling a bit more oomphy. What a shot.
Nice.
Oh dear. We are gonna die. No, we are not. And the chest is open.
That's because you got the glove. The glove.
The glove. I've got the glove, people. 20. Uh-oh. No, there was a 10. And we had more before because we collected the 20.
Yeah. The 28 ones are the green ones. Spandel.
He's a very hard-working guy.
All at once. Remember I managed to trap myself in here?
You did?
Yeah. I couldn't actually blow a bomb over there. And even if I did, I would have re-stepped on the thing.
I'm aiming wrong.
Doesn't really make a difference. You would have still re-stepped on the little guy
Yeah.
on the way.
You kind of can't do this, and that's fine. Okay, good. So this is better. Now we need a couple more particle systems. We need one for when you one for when you heal, one for when you collect money, etc. So for the one when you collect the money, I think I'd appreciate having a little plus that appears on top of the particle system that tells us how much we got. So for that, we're going to duplicate explosion for now. Rename this one pickup. And actually rename this one money. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we need to open the PFX self manager. Let's look at the situation here. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Using TM Pro. There it is, semicolon. Now here you're gonna create a private, and you're gonna call this one Text Mesh Pro. I mean, that's not its name, it's the type, Text Mesh Pro, and call it TM, semicolon.
You usually give it UGUI.
Yeah, but UGUI is for the GUI, for the game user interface. This is for the in-game 3D, so no, it's a different type. Now here you're gonna say TM equals, and you're gonna say transform.find, open round bracket, quote, round bracket, quote, TM lowercase, both capitals, TNM, close quote, close round, dot get component, tab, open, text mesh, there it is, tab, close it, open, close round, semicolon, save. No, there's gonna be a problem. What if it's not found? So here's what we're gonna do, copy this entire thing, if open, paste is not null, close round, open a squiggle, close it, save. This one till it null is already by default, so we're good. Now here we find the TM, right? Now the TM will need to know what kind of coin we are, and it won't know this, and it can't know this. So we have a few issues here, right? We need to somehow send this information to this guy. So this cannot be start. This one needs to have a different name. So let's call this one start PFX, capital P, capital F, capital X. Now this obviously makes it a save. This makes it a specific different method, which means, or a function, which means we need to call it from the outside. So here request a string and call it S. And here you can say TM, rather go if, open round, TM, exclamation mark, not null, close round, open a squiggle. And here you're gonna say TM dot set text, open round, and S, close round, semicolon. All right, so now when we play, here we're just waiting while we're playing, right? That's not the only thing we must do. We must do more. So what we're gonna have to do here is we're gonna have to create a passing time that entire system. You remember that? And we're also passing time in that entire system, right? You know, passing time that goes up in a certain curve that controls the position and etc. We're gonna need a bunch of stuff. So here we're gonna create a serialized field. Yeah, private float text duration equals 3f semicolon. Then you're gonna need serialized field private float. Let me think. No, create vector 3 array text positions equals default. And then serialized field private animation curve space curve underscore text position semicolon, and copy this entire line and paste it underneath itself. Yeah, and rename it to text fade. Save. Create another serialized field here. Private color array. And call this one text colors equals default. Semicolon. Okay, so now we have a bunch of stuff going on here. What we're gonna do is here you can copy this entire thing, paste it here, right? So if the text is not null, save, right? That's the first thing. Now float passing time equals 0. The koi. Floaty passing time equals 0. Focus. Capital T. Semicolon. While passing time lower or equal than 1. Save. Okay. Now passing time plus equals time dot fixed delta time. Yeah, divided by text duration. There it is. Here at the bottom you say yield return new, wait for fixed updates.
Yep.
Okay, and now here's the meat and potatoes. Here's where we're actually going to do the thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to move the text from the starting position to the ending position, wherever that is. And we are also going to change its color. So we're probably going to move it upwards, which is along the z-axis, but we're going to worry about that by setting these two, so it doesn't matter to us. So what we're going to say here is tm.transform dot local position equals vector3.lerp open round, wait, copy this, paste it here, square bracket 0, comma, paste, square bracket 1, comma, we're going to take the text position curve, dot evaluate passing time, round, passing time. Open, yeah, close and close. Semicolon. 2 semicolons. Alright, save. So this is good for this. Now what we need is we need to manage its color. And we're gonna say tm.color equals color dot blur open round, and now we're gonna go with text colors. Now the other curve, same concept. Now close, semicolon, one more. Save. So it's gonna do this entire thing. Then when it's done with this thing, it's gonna check if it's still playing. If it's still playing, it's gonna keep waiting. If it's not playing anymore, it's gonna wait another second and then destroy the thing. So the only meaningful change that we've got now is that we can't just rely on start. We need to actually tell it, hello, you need to do this. There is one possible change. No, I think this is better. I think this is the safest. In fact, I much prefer that we start it as opposed to it starting itself. Okay, so the only thing we need to do now is go and edit all of these pieces of information. And they're only important for the ones that have a text. Okay, now this one will create one. So here we're gonna add a 3D object text mesh pro. Okay, and it can't say sample text, we're gonna make it say nothing for now. Now the worry that I've got is that see, this is tiny, whereas sample text is humongous. So let's say it says boom, for instance, right? We can see a few things. Number one, we want it in the middle. Number two, we want it rotated in such a way that we can actually see it. So, like that, right? This is how our game works, primarily. Okay, so boom, pretty good.
With
like
a
that.
tiny little boom.
Yeah. Rename this one to TM, capitals. Yeah, hit enter. Okay, now obviously this is too big. So we're gonna reduce the size to 5 and this one to 2. And then we're gonna say auto size, and then we're gonna say a minimum of 5 and a maximum of 18. Possibly, yeah, 15, that's fine. Right, and now this looks much more manageable. Possibly 15 is too big. Let's go down to 10. Okay.
Okay.
Now we're gonna tell this guy text positions. We're gonna 2 of them, not 0, 0, 0. You want a certain height. Now how much higher? I don't know, but say 1 seems sensible. Maybe 1 is not even enough, but say 1. Let's go with 1. Now the endpoint is also gonna be at 1, but it's gonna be up on the z-axis. So let's say 2 on the z-axis. Okay.
Okay.
So that's 1. Now curve for the text position. It's gonna go up fast. So you're gonna vroom, go upward. Okay. Now for the text colors, 2. Now we want this text to be sort of yellowish, the color of money, right? So we're gonna be yellow. Let's actually go back down to 1 and to 2. This one will have full alpha. The first one will have no alpha. So we're gonna go up and then back down. And this is probably a good curve. Up, stays up, goes down. So it's not there, appears, and then disappears. And that should be it. The duration is 3 seconds. I can live with that. Now, actually, this curve will change it. What we'll do is we'll make it much, much, much speedier at going up and staying there. That's what we'll do. So I should have at least one that is usable. There. This one. So it goes up in 15% or 20%, whatever it is, and then it stays there at the top.
Okay.
Right. So instead of 3, let's make 5. Okay, so that's good. Now, none of this is important in the other ones because the other ones don't use text. Now, there are a few problems that I envision. We'll see if I'm right. In fact, I think we should do something immediately here. These text positions are risky because if the particle system is rotated, which we often do, we randomize the rotation because this is local, it could be rotated itself. We can't have that. We need to
Okay.
have it not rotated at all. It needs to have a certain specific default rotation. So let's take a look. So you see right now, it's got a rotation of 90 on the X. We need to keep that rotation. And we need to do it right at the beginning. Now, I think it's probably a good idea to do it right here. So let's say tm.transform.rotation. Wait a moment though, before we do that, let's see. Does this one have a rotation? No. That's important. Okay, so dot rotation equals quaternion.euler open round new vector 3 open round 90f comma 0f comma 0f close round semicolon one more round save. Okay, so the rotation's been fixed. Now for the position, I don't think we're going to move it on local position because of what I just said. So change it to position. Now there's going to be a problem. Wow, that went well. S. Save. There's going to be a problem because text position and this one are designed to be local. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add the position, the current position of this object. So what you can say here is transform.position plus. Position plus. Save. So the current position of the main object and then these variants. Okay. And everything should function now, I think.
Including...
The only thing that's not going to work is this. Every time we instantiate one of them,
we have to pick.
We need to tell it that it needs to start the PFX. Now, you see how the string has nothing? Go equals string.empty. Actually, never you mind. Equals this. Save. So in case we have something we forget, this will safely be set to the text, and so the text will not appear at all. So that's a good idea. Okay, now control M. Oh, well, we've got a problem. I don't know where we instantiate those. Could be all over the place. Right? I really don't know. So we're gonna have to go find them.
This is chaotic. This is chaotic.
Why?
There's so much of it all mixed.
It's fairly tidy, so I can understand it. But what we're missing is the game object for the particle system. Now my bet is we called it PFX. So look for PFX underscore. Instantiate PFX destroy. There it is. So this is fine, but that's insufficient. So here you're gonna say dot get component of type PFX self manager, close of type, open close round, dot start PFX, open close round. Now copy this entire thing and let's go look for more. PFX explosion template. Paste exactly the same thing. We're done. Save. All right. Now each pickup. Who should have that particle system? The pickup? Maybe. I don't know. The pickup could have the gold system. I don't know. It really depends on who decides which pickup spawns. So let's see here. Okay, well here's on pickup and collect pickup, and then it sends it to pickup. So the game manager is dealing with collect pickup, and I quite like this. I think this would be our guy. So let's have the game manager have that piece of information. Under pickup template, serialize field, private game object, space, call this one PFX underscore money template. Semicolon. Save. Now, where had we found those things that we just fixed? Copy this entire thing because I'm lazy. Now go to the game manager and right here, paste it. Save. And type PFX. Save. So we've got a problem here. We need to feed it a string, but which string? Well, it will depend on the pickup strings here, and we don't really have a name for them, so that's a problem, right? We should have strings that have their names. So right here, you're gonna do another serialized field, private string array, and pick up captions, semicolon. Well, I suppose it equals default.
These guys have to do equals default too.
Yeah, we'll do it now. Copy. Let's see if there's any more. Save. Okay, so copy pickup captions, and here we're gonna feed it pickup captions, square bracket, int, no, banana, the casting.
Oh, so
Int, round bracket, int.
Round bracket, int.
Close the round bracket, p, close the square bracket. Save, because p is our pickup type. So this is becoming a bit difficult to read. So here's what we're gonna do. So transfer the position is wrong. Definitely wrong. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Change my mind. Cut this. Save. Paste here. Shift tab. Save. Okay, so these pieces of information are still stored here. I think it's the right thing to do. So call this one public and call this one public too. Save. Okay, now copy this here, paste it, and paste it, and copy pickup and paste it here. Save. Okay, so now that's done. It should be receiving that. Anything else we need? I don't think so. I think this will be sufficient to make it work. So let's go ahead and assign a few things. The game manager here is going to need where are you? Oh.
There's errors.
No, there isn't.
Are no errors.
Oh, there they are. Captions. So I believe there were 7. I don't know how many there are.
There's 1, there's 5, there's 10.
Pick up sprites
20,
there. This will
50.
help. There's 8. Right, so 1 is heart. I don't think we should put any pickups here at all. I've got an idea. Wait a moment. So PFX Self Manager, he receives this. Change it to this. Save. And here we're gonna say s equals empty, then empty with a space, else s. Save. So if s is empty, then give it a space. Because I've noticed that TextMesh Pro is trying to be super clever. So if you tell it, hey, assign it the value of nothing, it refuses to do it sometimes. And I don't want to have to trust it or anything like that. We're just going to do our thing. So that's for the money. So let's check the values. Should be as simple as that. So we're gonna say +1. Should we maybe make a dollar symbol like this? 1? What do you say?
I think the dollar one is better.
Okay. 5,
10,
10,
20,
20,
50,
50,
100,
100,
and 200.
200. Save. This is gonna be a pain in the bum to get it all to work. But I just realized something. The pickup captions are annoying. So here's what we're gonna do instead. Which is much safer. We're gonna use pickup values. So type pickup values, there it is. Dot to string. Yeah. Open, close round. And here you can add the dollar symbol.
Plus.
Save. Okay, dollar symbol plus that, and it'll be just fine. Bit of hard code never hurt anyone. Not ideal. All right, so that's good. Now the one thing we also need to do is we need to assign that PFX money template right there. Okay. Now we need to go edit it because at the moment it still looks like an explosion. Now the TM, we're gonna empty it like that, and I'm sure it's too big as well. There's loads that we're gonna have to tweak here. Okay, so flash.
Delete all.
I think the flash is fine, but it needs to be a lot smaller. So start size 5, maybe 4. Then the main. Let's do 0.05, 0.1. Remove the smoke and remove the sparks. Bit of go upward, and see the noise is doing its job. Let's reduce the simulation speed.
Do you want to change the color?
Yeah. Color over lifetime. So instead of having it this orange, we're gonna keep it much brighter.
It's wiggling.
Yep. It's not brilliant, but it'll do. Emission, the shape, I think. Okay, we got a cone. Let's reduce its angle. 40. Now one more thing. Limit velocity over time. And I suppose I want a bit of there. Do we have collisions? I think so. Yeah. Okay. So this may be too large anyway, generally speaking, but it's all right. Now there's a few too many in the emission, I think. So let's reduce the quantity to 50. And I also want to reduce the speed. Gravity is too strong. Okay, and now let's increase the cone again. Okay, this could work. Let's see. All right, save. And let's check it out.
go grab some money.
I'm not sure where he jumped.
Well, that was lucky. Oh. No, I missed that. They take too long to disappear.
No, they're not being correctly made invisible, and the text is too large. So it appears right there and it doesn't move. That's very strange. So we must have made a mistake. If TM is not null, passing time, passing time. I see no problems with this. It's clearly appearing, but I don't see it move. Text duration. Do we not have curves? Fairly sure we do. If TM is not null. So TM, transform, find, etc. Oh, I see. Cut. Paste. Save. We started the coroutine, TM was still null. Easy. We also changed the text too much. Rather, the text is too large. So I definitely want it smaller. Let's go down to 5 and 2. Type anything here. Hello. Yeah, okay, that's much better. This may be a little bit small now. Let's go to 6. Okay. So if you have something like, $5 would work. Okay. Time to test. This could look really ugly. I'm
Almost
just
got there, Chloe.
passing through, people.
Nice aim.
You see that?
Yeah,
That's not
but I
bad.
heard boom. Yeah.
So it goes up too much in my opinion. And the color is too difficult to see. Haha.
Makes the boom sound.
Did
when
you
pick
notice
it
the
up.
heart gives you money too?
Yeah.
No, does it do the boom?
Yes, it does. See, boom.
That's funny.
Boom. Ah.
It's probably because of the sound that we connected to it.
It's like it's exploding every time he touches it.
Yes. Sound effect, none. Okay, so the problem is that the pickup makes that sound. Ooh. Does it now? I don't think so. I think the game manager may make that sound. Nope. Does set money make that sound? Who makes that sound? There it is. Oh, because it depends on the coin. But we have the pickup type on the other side. Cut this. Save. No, never mind. Undo twice.
Oop.
Undo. Save. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna tell it make no sound. That's the first thing we're gonna tell it. The second thing is if the pickup is a heart, then it shouldn't do it. So here you want to do switch, tab, pick up. There it is. Enter. Yeah. All right. Now for the coin.
Heart.
Cut.
Heart.
Paste. Yeah, I'll fix it now. Tab.
Oh.
Again. Break. Save. Okay, because the heart is gonna need its own thing, whatever it is. Save. All right, so that's one thing. Save again. That's one thing, and it will work. Now, what we need to do is we need to manage this guy a bit. So number one is money needs duration. I'm happy with. Maybe it's a little long. Let's go with 4.
Hey, look, sound effects,
Sound effects,
explosion.
none. TM, rather PFX money again. This one, instead of 2, we're gonna say 1. I think that's probably sufficient. And for the size of the text, I thought it was a bit small now. I also didn't like the color. Let's make it brighter. And I'm just going to do this because I don't want to, have to figure out which color it needs to be. Whatever. There, just that. That'll do. So it goes up, stays up. All right, I said the size needs to be a little bit larger. So let's change it to 8. Okay. And this will be the last thing we do. Ah! Ah! Oh, it was so sneaky. That's good.
No more boom sounds. Good. But no.
Uh-oh.
$200 coin. Don't lose that.
There. And it worked just fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I say we've done what we set out to do and more. So that's pretty good. We need a few more particle systems. We'll probably do them next time. And then let's get level designing a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, thanks very much for watching, people of YouTube. And we'll see you again next time.
Bye.
Bye.